Hey guys, this is Taylor here, and today we are solving the problem number 364 there, which is flip square submatrix vertically. Let's read the problem. So you are given an m cross n integer matrix grid and three integers x, y, and k. The integers x and y represent the row and column indices of top left corner of square submatrix. An integer k represents size of side length of the square submatrix. Okay, and your task is to flip the submatrix by reversing the order of its row vertically. Okay, so let's see what is given to us, what we have to solve. So basically we have given this matrix, we have been given this x, y, and k. What this x, y represent? X, y represents the top left corner. So in this case, my row number is 1. This is indices. Okay, so this will be my zeroth row, this will be my first row. Y equal to 1 means I have to work in this zeroth column. So this will be my start point. Okay, so I have marked this with this yellow line start. Okay, this is my start. Now we have given k equal to 3, and definition of k given to us is k represents the size of side length of the square submatrix. Okay, so side length of square submatrix. So this point is to be noted, square submatrix. If you are able to correct this part, then you will be easily able to solve this problem. So we have given that k is 3 in this, and we haven't given anything for this, but we have been given that this is a square submatrix. That means k will be 3 itself here. Okay, so this is the part. Now what is our task? We have to work on this active area, this area, and what you have to do, we have to swap the rows. Okay, so first row will be swapped from the last, second row will be swapped from the second last, and so on like that. So if I swap these rows, my output will look like, so first of all, let me write the part which I am not working on. So this is the part which I am not working on. Now I need to swap these rows. So I will be swapping this to this, this to this to this, and this to this. Okay. So my output would something looks like this, and I'll 5, 6, 7. So this will be my resultant output, and if we check it, so it will be correct. So 13, 14, 15, 9, 10, or 5, 6, 7. Okay. So this is basically problem about. So how we will be solving this problem? I don't think it's very tricky part or something. Okay, so what we have to do here? So we will maintain one start pointer. The approach to solve this problem is, we know that our start point top leftmost point is this. So we know our left start row would always be x. Okay, and my end row would be what? It would be what? It would be, I think, x plus k, because I have been given that x is here, k is here. And to get the last row, get the kth row, do I need to add -1 here? Yes, I need to. Let's check why. So this is my first row, and I need to access three rows, right? Three rows from here. So this will be my second row, this will be my third row. If I blindly add 1 plus 3, I would be getting 4. So list index out of range error I would be getting. So that's why I need to add this -1 here. And similarly, my column start will be, so start call will be definitely y, because it's given to me, and end column will be y plus k minus 1. That's it. And what I need to do here? So basically, I would be I would be iterating over rows. So this will be my first row. I'll be keeping track of rows at a single time using while loop, and I would be just swapping all these numbers by iterating over all of the columns. So the approach to solve this problem is very easy. So I know one thing for sure, that this is my first row, and I know one thing, that this is my last row for this question where I have to work. So I know start row, I know end row. I will keep both of this, and I would be just iterating over columns, because that thing also I know. I would be iterating from y plus 1, y plus 2, y plus 3, so on till this number. And what I will be doing, I will be keep swapping the numbers. That's it. Keep swapping, keep swapping. Once this part is done, I will be moving from row plus 1 and start row plus 1 and row -1. So that way I will be easily able to do my task. So let me quickly write pseudocode for it. Then we'll be writing the main logic. So start row would be definitely X. Start, let me write SR, and so start row would be definitely X. Start column would be Y. End row would be X plus K minus 1. End column will be Y plus K minus 1. Okay. Now I need to run a while loop while start row less than end row. Why? Because as soon as I reach this part where start row and end row are equal, that means my task is done. Okay. So in case of odd, I would be reaching something like this, and in case of even, my start row would be here, end row would be here. So as soon as they got crossed, I need to stop. Okay. So inside that, what I need to do, I think my task is simple. I just need to iterate over my columns and I need to swap. Okay, that's it. So uh, for let's say call in range, and my range would be start column to end column. Okay, let me write this for call equal to start column to end column. And what I need to do in this part, I need to just swap. So whatever grid element, I would be writing something like this: swap grid of start row of column and grid of end row of column. That's it. So once I am done with this, I can simply return the grid. So let's quickly write code for it. This is not much tough problem. We can solve it easily. Okay, let me refine the row length. Column length would be grid of 0. Superb. Now start row would be X. Definitely start call would be Y. And row would be X plus K minus 1. We know why we are writing minus 1. And call will be Y plus K minus 1. Okay, super. Now while start row less than end row, we know why we are writing this. What I need to do, I need to iterate over columns for call in range, start call to end call plus 1 to include end call and call as well, end column as well. What I need to do, I need to swap. So how I'll be writing the swap in Python, I think it would be written something like this. So Python is having this way, and C++, Java, and JavaScript solutions are in description, so you can follow me along with that. So and the row of call equal to grid of and row of call, comma, start row of call. And once I am done with this task, I need to increment start row plus equal to 1 and row minus equal to 1. So it will be increasing start row and decreasing end row. In the last, I can return the grid, and let's see whether it is working fine. It is working fine. Let me submit it. It is working fine, and I hope you are able to understand why we are doing this minus 1 here, and the logic behind this problem is pretty simple. Let me know if you have any doubts, and thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe the channel so that you don't miss out any upcoming videos. Thank you guys.
Hold me close till I get up. Time